Hello! It's Saturday, and that means it's Stig's Puzzle Corner. And we beat Talos Principle last week. Took me a while, it was like a 4-hour stream, but I beat it, which is very exciting. Talos Principle 2. I know there's a bunch of DLC for it, which I might go to at some point, but with bigger and harder puzzles and stuff. And given that there's only like 5 or 6 puzzles that I think are really difficult in the base game, that's something that's interesting to me. However, I want to take a break from it, and in particular, I want to take a break from it to play The Rise of the Golden Idol. I love the Golden Idol games. There was like the Case of the Golden Idol, the first one, and then a couple DLCs for it, where I actually don't know how this is going to work. Clearly, this is a sort of modern reimagining of it. We are in a sort of a modern setting rather than the Case of the Golden Idol, which was like 1700s, and sort of extending up into the 1900s or so. I don't want to spoil too much of the story, but basically the point is there's a cool magic artifact called the Golden Idol, and we're sort of following its progress through history and doing things with it. So my assumption is we are going to be dealing with the sort of modern world with the Golden Idol. And I'm very excited. This is a full expansion. It's like a full game, not like a DLC like the other ones. So I don't know how standalone this will be, how much it requires the previous game at all. So there's a chance that the first few levels are going to be pretty easy and like teaching you how to play, because they're going to be based off the first one. There's also a chance that it just jumps right into hard stuff, which is also fine. I'm good either way, really, because I've played the first ones. But I haven't really explained what this is. So this is it's sort of like a detective, like logic sort of game, with a cool story. It's the closest I've come to scratching the itch for Return of the Obra Dinn. I think I had the volume turned down, but I think it still needs to come down some. It's still too loud. That's a bit better, maybe a tiny bit higher. I'm gonna turn that up then so people can hear it. So it's the closest I've come to like scratching that Return of the Obra Dinn itch, where like you have to make these like deductions with the information you have in the scene, and then figure out what's going on basically just from what's available. So generally, what's going to happen is the game is going to give you like a still scene, like a still image, like it's a crime scene essentially. And there's going to be clues around, like little notes you can read, or posters on the wall, or like from context clues, like where the people are, what they're doing. You have to figure out what's going on. Sort of in the same way of Obra Dinn. So with Obra Dinn, there is, who is this, how did they die? Every death is exactly that formula. With these types of like logic games, they kind of have to be closed in a little bit of a way. Like they can't let you literally type in any word, because it's going to be difficult for the game to interpret whether you're correct or not. So how this game sort of deals with it is like you'll find clues, and those clues will like give you access to a word, and you can use that word and sort of like fill in the blanks, and you've got to try to figure out what's going on. It sounds not that complicated, but it gets pretty complicated, and it's like really well designed, and I really love these games. And this is the first full like expansion basically. The first game was a full game. There's like 6 or 7 like levels or something like that got progressively harder. Then there was a couple of DLCs that were like 2 or 3 levels each that sort of expanded the story. So this is another like full standalone game, not a DLC. So I expect there'll be a bunch of levels again, and I am so excited. I've been waiting to start this forever. I'm very excited to get going. So here we go. Constriction, a murderous way out. Okay, so it's going to tell me it's the first scenario is probably going to be pretty chill, like teaching me how it works. Like, so it's a standalone game. Got it. In this game, you'll solve scenarios involving murder and other strange events. You'll do this by dragging words into the correct slots with sentences. So to solve this example puzzle, police needed to gather evidence to prove that the death had been a murder. Right? Correct. That could have been police gathered a car, which doesn't make sense. Oh, the graphic style has been kind of updated a little bit. Similar vibes, but it's updated a little bit. But this is the kind of thing you'll get, right? So what's going on? Well, we got a man choking another man. You know, it looks like there's a broken straitjacket, so it probably escaped the straitjacket. We're clearly in like an asylum. This is padded walls. Looks like he's in room maybe 205. To solve the scenario, you must first explore the location by clicking on all hotspots, gathering all words. So let's see. Like, so these are telling me they're things that I can gather. You can turn off this like question mark thing if you want, so that you have to find them yourself. But it feels fine to me to have it on, honestly. A rubber baton. Help, help. Morg Braca. A name tag. Morg. Help. Discovered. Oh gosh. Patient in Special Care Unit C. June 1977. Alexander Jensen, Pacific War veteran. Vacant. Oriol Toussaint, professor of ancient Lemurian history. That's a country in this universe. Vacant. Mason Turner, accountant, repeat murderer. Ivy Hayes, beauty salon manager. Right, so we're getting a ton of words, right? So to me, it looks like that guy is probably Mason Turner. Pack of Sweet Pine cigarettes. A ring of keys, right? So what you're supposed to do is like find all the words, and then you oh, those are hints. That is the puzzle name. Where do I? Those are the words. Okay, so here we go. Right, so this is the kind of thing you have to fill in, right? The like account. My guess is he's an accountant. And we can look at these things. This guy's name we know is Morg Braca. Right, so if I say this guy's name is Morg Braca, it's probably also going to, when I click on this, like show me a face, yeah. Prom, Napole, prom. A chewed cloth strap. Right, well, so from this thing, right, we know... I guess I should just finish collecting all the words. We're gonna have to do it eventually. Redwood, straitjacket, redwood, right? So he chewed through his straitjacket, it looks like. So here, right, 205, Mason Turner, accountant. This looks like this is 205. So we think that this guy is Mason Turner. Maybe I'm wrong. I thought this was Mason Turner. It says 2 or fewer incorrect, so like we're pretty sure he's correct. So this guy maybe is not Mason Turner. It looks like this should be room 205 to me, but it seems to not be, so maybe not. So killed Morg Braca with a strap from a straitjacket. Asylum. Right? Special Care Unit C. This says Sweet Pines, but we don't know. How do I... Now you're owned to solve the mystery. Redwood. Okay, so it's the Redwood Asylum. Redwood Asylum. Well, I mean, my assumption is this is Alexander Turner. Or Mason Turner, sorry. But that's going to tell me that 2 or more are incorrect. So he must not be the accountant. Chewed cloth strap. Well, so, I mean, it's either Ivy Hayes, Mason Turner, Oriel Toussaint, or Alexander Jensen. 201, 202, 203, 204, 205. This, like, to me, this looks like should be 205. But clearly that's not Mason Turner. How would we know what... Oh, no, this is 202, because it goes across, right? 201, 202, 203, 204. Gotcha, this is 202. And that makes more sense to me, given that this is a game about, you know, Lemurian history and stuff. So that makes more sense that this is Oriel Toussaint. There we go. Everything is correct. And also he's saying Prom Naples Prom, which I think is Lemurian from the previous game. Right, so he's not an accountant. He is Oriel Toussaint, the professor. Did it. Scenario 1, right? This one is pretty straightforward, and that's kind of the idea. You can kind of see what's going on, but they get a lot more complicated with multiple scenes and stuff. Oriel Toussaint, a professor of ancient Lemurian history, chewed through a straitjacket strap and suddenly strangled Nurse Moore Braca in cell 202. We did this in the previous game. But there actually was a mysterious golden idol. We know that. Actually, I should have read that for people. Oops. It doesn't say. Okay. What can I click on here? Aha, yeah, there we go. I'll read this for people. Lazarus Hearst was the leader of the Puritanical Order Party, which governed Albion from 1792 to 1795. Some claim he used a mystical golden idol to seize power. Nowadays, though, this is known to be a myth. The Curse. Congratulations on finishing your first case. Welcome to Chapter 1, The Curse, in which a strange threat looms over New Wells. I should put on my radio voice for this. Congratulations on finishing your first case. Welcome to Chapter 1, The Curse, in which a strange threat looms over New Wells. How was that?
It's not your movie announcer voice?
Movie announcer voice, apparently. Academic impact. The death of a brilliant mind. Press anywhere to continue. And so now we've got more going on in this one. But it still is probably pretty straightforward. So let's start with the man here. Bloody nose. Cuts on his face. There's a red pen. Interesting. The man is not breathing. Sir, which of these speech titles do you prefer for the graduation ceremony at Imperial University? The shortcomings of Noak's algorithms. I don't want to criticize my own work in an inspirational speech. So, presumably this man is Nowak. In the age of computers, math is the new frontier. Not great, but will do. So, do we think that this man is Nowak? This is how I normally like to do these, is I fill them in sort of as I'm going, as I know I get info. A lighter. A key. What is this symbol? It's like a sine wave on a flag. Pack of Brigantine Blue Blend cigarettes. John Robkin, 391 Pine Street, Eastlake. Thomas Crow, 128 Darkwood Avenue, Kings Court. Caleb Reynolds, Eastlake Manor, 714 Anselm Street. I don't know. Oh, what should we do? This is Bagman. Was that one of the options in this guy's thing? No, it was not. He's got a key to a car and a wedding ring. My assumption is that he was driving this car. Oh, did he hit him with the car? Oh my god, is he dead, Cyril? So this is Cyril Bagman. She's got a wedding ring, so my assumption is also Bagman. Deborah. I'm saddened to hear that Brandon's exam results have been rather poor. It seems your son is taken after his father. I warned you about marrying into that family, mommy. So my assumption, right, is that, you know, these two are married. They both have a wedding ring. This person is married into that family. This is to get us to her first name. So we still don't know this man's first name. West Bridge, property of Sir Isaac. Arrange for a taxi to be here at 6 p.m. I have a meeting at 45 Stockyard Street, IN. Property of Sir Isaac. To me, that implies that this man's name is Isaac Nowak. Got it. There. Have all the people's names. Excellent. Alright, Sir Isaac, West Bridge 1. Taxi to be here at 6 p.m. I have a meeting at 45C Stockyard Street. So that has a thing, right? So, nope. None of those are on the list there, so that doesn't matter. The stairs are covered with ice and snow. It looks like to me he slipped down the stairs. And the intention, I think, is maybe that it looks like it's supposed to look like he was hit by a car. But I'm pretty sure he slipped down the stairs, right? You can see by the slip marks here. Cigarettes. There's a cigarette machine here. He has cigarettes on him, but none of them are this brand. There's also no footprints up here. So maybe he was hit by a car? So, saying Cyril Bagman and Deborah Bagman discovered the body of Isaac Nowak, which was there because he blanked the blank. Because it could be slipped on the stairs, or it could be collided with the car. My guess is collided with the car. No? Slipped on the stairs? So we have something incorrect here still. So I could just guess, but that's less fun. He's got a red pen. Some tags. The red pen is to imply that he was the one who wrote these, yeah. Right, so he's got these cigarettes, but they're not sold at the cigarette machine. So this is interesting to me, right? So that is to imply... Oh, see, he fell from the bridge, I think, right? Because there's no snow up here. There's some yellow flapping on this, right? And it's his shirt that's cut. And he doesn't have these cigarettes, so he clearly did, and there's no footprints up here, so he clearly didn't go up here to get the cigarettes and fall down the stairs. It doesn't look like he was hit by the car. Because there's like footprints in front of this car from these people walking out, right? So the way that I'm interpreting this is that he fell from the bridge. Correct. And you like how, so you got, one of the things I really like about this, as you may have noticed in that one, is that the bridge, like the word bridge, we got from like the Bridgeport cigarettes or whatever. It wasn't actually the bridge. Like, so they do a good job of like giving you the appropriate words, but not forcing you to look at the area. Like, we needed to look at this and see that this is clearly where it came from, but there is nothing that actually drew you there other than the little flappy animation, which we saw immediately, right? But I didn't connect it immediately. Right? But there's red herrings. Like, it draws you to the cigarette machine and you just get like cigarettes. But bridge was from like a different thing. It wasn't even up here, right? Very cool. While driving home, Deborah and Cyril suddenly noticed the dead body of Sir Isaac Novak, who had fallen from the bridge above, tearing his yellow shirt sleeve in the process. Is this the... Thank you for your cooperation. We're happy to cover Brandon's tuition fees, provided our arrangement lasts. From your side, we expect complete confidentiality about our motivation for funding Brandon. Any breach of this confidentiality will result in the swift termination of funding. Sincerely, Rare Talent Fund. Oh, so there's more. A few months later, the famous scientist, Isaac Nowak, was discovered dead by the Bagman couple. Oh, we're like filling in the whole story of chapter 1 as we find things, yeah. So we got something here, which is this. Rare Talent Fund. I think that's Brandon Bagman's tuition in exchange for confidentiality about the fact that... Alright, so we can look at all these things. So I can go click on that and see what's going on. The Rare Talent Fund. Well, I don't think this is Isaac Nowak because he's dead, right? And these don't fit in there. And we don't have these words yet. So I think we need to figure out more stuff. Oops. Okay. Oh, I like that. I think the previous one was a lot more standalone, if I recall that correctly. This is, we're going to have to pull stuff from inside of the scenarios that we learn to outside of the scenario to finish the chapter as a whole. Absolutely love that. Okay, that's just the navigation. So let's do the next one and remember to come back to this afterwards. Under construction. A brutal blue-collar departure. Press anywhere to continue. Something about her lip animation is a little bit disturbing to me. Okay, so what's going on? Got some machines. I like the leggy saw robot. That that's very funny to me. The little leggy saw robot. Looks like a man was crushed by a log. Well, I don't think the saw robot or the wrecking ball robot could have picked up the log. Oh, it's a pipe. Broken pipe here. Okay, well, let's start with the corpse. What do we got? The man is not breathing. Well, he's underneath the pipe. Foreman. Fine, you and the boys can end your shift early today to watch the pile game, but only if you finish dismantling the old sewage pipes in the construction pit first. These are the tasks for the coming Monday. Werder should... Oh, a person named Werder. It's not misspelling water. Werder should start digging at the old electric cables. Totsky must finally demolish that red garage building. Right, so presumably, this is the demolisher thingy. This is an... I was like, so... Oh, there's an impact mark on that. Look, there's like a demolisher impact. Werder should start digging at the old electric cables. So this is to the foreman, presumably. That guy is the foreman. but we don't know that. Let's try to get some people down. Yeah, shit happens, Monty. Shit happens. Shit. And we missed the pile game as well, Ted. It was all for nothing. So my guess is that this man is Monty. This man is Ted. Presumably they're going to also be Werder and Totsky. So I'll have to figure out their thing, their deal. Well, who are you? Look, my vehicle's been out of order since yesterday. I requested the repair team. You can check with head office. So you're saying that the vehicle has not been working since July 10th. Let me note this down, Mr. Jenkins. Roy Sampson, case notes 1977. So this guy's Roy Sampson. Not been working since July 10th. And this note was July 14th is the coming Monday. And this guy is Mr. Jenkins. Okay. My assumption is that this lady is going to be like, I'm somebody reporting from the scene, and then we'll know who it is. Which resulted in the death of foreman Joel Gregson, an upsetting accident indeed. This is Miranda Meadows from New Wells Regional TV. Back to you in the studio. So her name is Miranda Meadows. And Joel Gregson is the name of the foreman. So I got 3 last names now. I'm going to move these over. Something like this. So now I know I have Ted something. Monty something. So now I have Werner, Trotsky, and Jenkins. So I'm missing a first name, and these 2 guys are some combination of Werner and Trotsky. Hopefully we'll be able to figure that out. There's another guy down here. I do like to do the people first and try to get a sense of what's going on. Hey, Roy, come here quick. We've got another corpse. It's fresh, but there's something wrong with it. Inspector Ian Worth. And Roy's talking to that guy. So this is Ian Worth. So I can move those over here because they've been used. There's one person that I'm still missing here. Oh, there's a corpse in there. Does he have gems in his eyes? Luke Brown. A positive, bunch of numbers. There's easy work at the old docks. Ask the locals for Hunter Wolf, Benny Crystal. But his name is Luke Brown, is my assumption. Luke Brown. Don't know anything about Benny Wolf, Werner Trotsky. Can probably, I'm assuming they can organize these any way I want. So why was he at the old docks? So he's got weird gems in his eyes, man. So you look like you're Luke Brown. Ask for Hunter Wolf from Benny Crystal. Okay, got some military guys not doing much. What did that just click on? Okay, let's start over here. There's a button. Looks like there's a something broken. Best Bill. So is the assumption that that machine is broken? Yeah, so this guy, I think his name is Bill then. I don't think there's anything else going on in there. Yeah. What do we got here? Safety rules. When operating grade 2 heavy machinery such as the demolisher, excavator, or cutter, check the machine's status lights. Report to service team if you see any errors. So that's giving us the names of these things that we'll be able to use for something. And this is saying that there's errors here so that we know that his is the machine that isn't broken, that is broken. Wait, what is this? Oh, it wants me to say who's driving who. So you're driving that, and you're the cutter. I don't know who's driving the other ones yet, but you're the demolisher and you're the excavator. Up here there's a picture of him, it looks like, with a fish. So then the assumption is he's doing the excavator. Which means this guy should be doing the demolisher. Because the foreman is not going to be driving things. So if he's doing the digger, and we have this here, Werder, so he must be Werder and he must be Trotsky. So what I'm getting here is that this guy is Werder, he is Trotsky. Boom. Ted Werder. And Monty Totsky. Okay, so those are the names. This has got like a demolisher bonk in it, is what that looks like to me. Shit happens, Monty. Shit happens. So what I'm seeing, what my guess here is that demolisher on the sewage pipe, this resulted in the death of what was his name? Joel Gregson. Oh, we don't have to figure out what's going on with him. So following this, the body of Luke Brown was found unexpectedly. So my assumption is it's the guy who used the demolisher, which we know is now that man, who is Monty Trotsky. Or Totsky. Kaboom. Did it. Foreman Joel needed to remove a sewage pipe, but the cutter vehicle was out of order. Not wanting to miss a pile game, he asked Monty to use his demolisher instead. This led to Joel being crushed by the pipe. Okay, so I didn't put that part together, but I did see the demolisher, like, bonky thing in the pipe. Police arrived and during the investigation found another fresh body inside the sewage pipe. You have seen his body. It would be a shame if it got out that the man who is an inspiration to the world is just another junkie, like one of those homeless deadbeats. Don't worry, I won't tell anyone, but those who might, I suggest you talk to your commissioner. Okay, during the construction accident, the body of Luke Brown, I think is who that was. I'm going to have to go look again. Luke Brown was found in a sewage pipe, afflicted by the strange condition that the police named the I Got Nothing. Okay, we'll put what we know in there. Interesting. Newsflash. I wonder if we're gonna have to come back to chapter 1 after doing like chapter 2 when we have like context or certain things to try to fill in some of the story stuff. Newsflash. The sudden announcement of a sinister cult. This one looks like there's gonna be multiple scenes in this one now. We've seen you before. That's Roy Sampson. It's alright. Apparently 9th District needs help, so I've been promoted to homicide lead there. Besides, if this is some drug cult thing, it's definitely out of my wheelhouse. Well, we know that that's Roy Sampson. I love this. Like, you're getting words, but it seems it's very like reminiscent of like a detective writing down notes in a notebook or whatever. Like, this is my notepad. Feels good. Roy, get to Sebastian's office immediately and bring these case files of yours. Possum 13, Beetle 4, Cougar 9. Interesting. Don't know what that means. What the hell, Roy? I thought you called this conference. What is old Seb blathering about up there on the podium? Are you off the case? What's a bloody demonic drug cult expert? Never heard of it. So that's Ian Worth. Is it something about Seb? These are 2 topics we wanted to cover today. I can offer you 5 minutes for a couple of questions now. Press conference at 1 p.m. on December 7th. They expect updates on the high-profile case, the string of bum deaths. So that is Sebastian something. Oh gosh. That's a lot of words. Is the family going to press charges against the municipality? I'm thankful for our police force. It is one of the few corruption-free institutions we have. As the commissioner said, the death was a tragic accident. Why did police call the cause of all these homeless deaths the Red Curse? Is there really a demon-worshipping cult? Strange condition that police have called the Red Curse. It's just shorthand. We strongly believe that the deaths are linked to a demon-worshipping drug cult. We plan to involve experts from out of state. Are you considering any explanations of the connection to drugs? For instance, a deliberate assassination through telepathy. We deal with real crime, sir, not fantasy. Next question, please. During the conference, Sebastian something claimed the case... I don't know what case it is yet. The high-profile case and the string of bum deaths. It's the high-profile case. It's got to be one of those. Okay, well, let's look at these people here. I appreciate you joining me, Jack. It's nice to see a familiar face. These vultures are after my father's reputation. I convinced the police to release his body today so we can start preparing for the funeral. Unfortunately, it'll have to be a closed casket ceremony. The fall has disfigured his face. Oh, so that must be the daughter of the scientist? The rest of the executive team. I appreciate the offers to take time off to mourn, but we must acknowledge that the International Knowledge Foundation can function without its creator. Therefore, I will continue leading it. All Foundation projects listed below should proceed uninterrupted. Third World Light, Wisdom Interconnected, Rare Talent Fund. So that's the International Knowledge Foundation. So probably don't have the words yet. No. This is Jack. We haven't been close lately, but I had to come and support my cousin. Don't worry about the closed casket thing. Your father was the greatest scientist of the modern age, and I assure you his legacy will live on. So this is the, like, Enlightened, or the Knowledge Foundation, or whatever. The CEO EN. The International Knowledge Foundation. Oh, bodies. Autopsy, cause of death. Hemorrhage from bullet wounds, murder. Unknown, connected to Cougar 9. Blunt trauma to the back of the head. Asphyxiation with a rope. Suicide. So this guy, Monkey 34. So that is the asphyxiation with a rope. This is the bullet wound one. Beetle 4. Tiger 98. Gecko 71. So B. Oh, we don't have a list there. Hemorrhage from bullet wounds, murder. So this guy is the bullet wounds. So this is Tiger 98. Gecko 71 or Beetle 4. That, like, mark on his neck is interesting to me. Because wasn't that in... See, he's got that mark there. So, the scientist, to me, must be this guy, which is Beetle 4. January 1st. I think that makes sense. Let me look at this again. Tragic accident. So I'm pretty sure Beetle 4 was a tragic accident, because I'm pretty confident that this guy is Beetle 4. January 1st, 1978. What day was that? Shouldn't we be able to tell? Because I think this says somewhere. "6 p.m. Could have sworn there was like a thing. I should be able to tell what date it is. I guess we can't. Okay, so let's go back to this. And it's this guy. This one is C. Oh, this one we know is C. It was Gecko 71. So this is the blunt force trauma to the back of the head. So this must be Beetle 4. Unknown, connected to Cougar 9. So are we thinking that there's a strong connection? What, drug connection? My guess is that Cougar 9 is what we're talking about here, because this is connected to Cougar 9. Unknown. Let's see what we got up here. That's the way out. Aha. There's an image. This is a picture of... Still don't have the names. Oh, his body lies on table. We know that. His body lies is on table C. The hemorrhage from bullet wounds is A. The asphyxiation is D. So this must be B. His body lies on table B. Beetle 4. Why is this like turkey absolutely fucking jacked? Look at him. Yeah, Cougar 9 is the other case with like the red eyes. Red Curse cases, led by Roy Sampson, first victim Luke Brown, potential witnesses Benny Crystal, Hunter Wolf. So I'm pretty sure that's case Cougar 9 is a strong drug connection, is what I think they're saying. Possum 13, small canal case, led by Roy Sampson, deceased homeless individual, alias Dirty William, found a container in the old docks on Stockyard Street. Cause of death unknown, but clearly connected to Cougar 9. Dirty William. Wasn't there like a... Oh no, I thought that was Bill. It's Ben. Benny. There we go. That's what I wanted. Elizabeth Nowak, Adam Nowak, Jack Nowak, Isaac Nowak. So, victim. Words. The victim is Isaac Nowak. Then we had here Elizabeth Nowak, Jack Nowak. So we're still missing the commissioner's last name. Welcome to the Wisdom Interconnected Network. Win. Please input query. Computer, let me in. Command not recognized. Please input query. Dear Mr. Walsh, congrats on becoming Wisdom Interconnected newest board member. Our next board meeting's in June, after which you'll receive biannual remuneration. Meanwhile, please accept the latest DAC 2 computing machine as a token of our appreciation. So my guess is Walsh, because this is like the commissioner's office, I would think. Cool. New Wales Police scheduled a press conference. These are always, there's so many words that can often be difficult to fill in. Let's go Sebastian Walsh. Before the conference, Sebastian Walsh. Wait, no, Sebastian Walsh. Board position offered. Blank blank. Wisdom Interconnected's newest board member. So where am I getting wisdom? Something about Wisdom Interconnected. Foundation project should proceed interrupted. Wisdom Interconnected. So my assumption is that she did it, right? I convinced the police to release his body today. Which makes me feel that Elizabeth Nowak offered Sebastian Walsh a board position so that, like, to bribe him or whatever. My guess is that this is Isaac Nowak had been the victim of a tragic accident. As a result, during the conference, Sebastian Walsh declared that this is interesting. 2 topics. High-profile case, the string of bomb deaths. Thought you called this conference. Maybe he called in. Sebastian's office immediately. Maybe he called it. Declared that. Do I just say Isaac Novak has been the victim of a tragic accident again? That feels weird. Drug cult. Red curse. So can I say drug cult? Is that a thing? Drug accident? Drug board. I think that's what, Luke Brown? Red curse. Possum 13, Cougar 9. The victim of a drug cult? But that's not an option. Of a drug curse, a red curse. No. Oh, of the tragic accident? So maybe this is Isaac Nowak had been the victim of a tragic accident. Oh, I see. Right, so it's going to be this. So they called a conference to schedule that Isaac Nowak had been a victim of the red curse, but because she offered him a board position and a computer, he instead said that it was a tragic accident. There we go. Yeah, because he had red eyes. The day the conference was announced, Elizabeth Novak. I want to say Novak because, you know, that's like a Eastern European Polish thing, and you'd pronounce the W's as V's, but, you know, in American, they would probably say Nowak. I don't know. I want to say Novak, though. Visited Police Commissioner Sebastian Walsh and offered him a lucrative board position with one of the foundations she led. In exchange, she wanted him to hide the facts about her father's death. Sebastian accepted the proposal. He swiftly... because closed casket funeral. He swiftly promoted Roy Sampson to another position and took over the conference announcements. To Roy Sampson. Beetle 4 the same affliction as Cougar 9, strong. Beetle 4 and Cougar 9 had the same cause of death, weak. Foreign substance presence, 00. Newell's forensic lab. What is this? Cougar 9 notes. Benny's place, drug pushing office. 3 warehouses in the old docks. FARP warehouse. FARPs is a very funny word. Would not let us in without a warrant. Old warehouse, 45B stockyard, decommissioned in 1950. Homeless congregate there. Steelside warehouse, completely empty with evidence of recent cleaning. Benny Crystal, claims you hardly need Luke Brown and they were not friendly. Advised contacting Hunter Wolf at a workshop in Steelside Warehouse and offers odd jobs to people like Luke. Hunter Wolf, unable to find this person. No trace in the Steelside Warehouse or elsewhere in the docks. Okay, so I got a bunch of stuff now. Afflicted by a strange condition the police called the Red Curse. Months later, famous scientist Isaac Novak was discovered by the Bagman couple. So I'm pretty sure this is Elizabeth Nowak. Offered to fund Brandon Bagman's occasion for responsibility about the fact that Isaac Nowak Isaac? Hello? Am I stupid? There it is. Isaac Nowak had been affected by the Red Curse. Right? Because they sent that note to Brandon Bagman. Then I think this is... I think that would make sense. My assumption that this is what this means. After being contacted by someone, Elizabeth Nowak worried that everyone would think Isaac Nowak had been a drug user. A few days later, Elizabeth Nowak offered to Brandon Bagman's tuition in exchange for confidentiality with the fact that Isaac Nowak had been affected by the Red Curse. What does this one say? You have seen his body. It would be a shame if that got out that the man who was the inspiration of the world was just another junkie looking at his homestead beats. Don't worry, I won't tell anyone, but there are those who might. I suggest you talk to the commissioner. Yeah, it looks like she got, yeah. So she got a note. What's this now? Yeah, that's the tuition fees. This is, so same cause of, so they did not have the same cause of death, but they have the same affliction. My assumption is that that is Sebastian something. Sebastian Walsh, I think his name is. Oh, I like that they sort of organized them, right? Deborah and Cyril Bagman. Deborah, Cyril Bagman, Brandon, Isaac Nowak, Joel Gregson, Roy Sampson, Monty Totsky, Luke Brown. Like they put them in order for you so you don't have to go back and look once you've identified them. Adam Jack, Elizabeth Novak, Sebastian Walsh, Jody William. However, found weak evidence that either Red Curse victim had been a drug user. Oh, we're close. Because this says that same affliction weak evidence 0. Is there 0 evidence? Is that an option? 0 evidence. There we go. That was the difference. During a construction yard accident, the body of Luke Brown is found in a sewage pipe, afflicted by a strange condition that police named the Red Curse. A few months later, the famous scientist Isaac Novak was discovered dead by the Bagman couple. After being contacted by someone, Elizabeth Novak worried that everyone would think Isaac Novak had been a drug user. A few days later, Elizabeth Novak offered to fund Brandon Bagman's tuition in exchange for confidentiality about the fact that Isaac Novak had been affected by the Red Curse. Hours before the conference, Sebastian Walsh was offered a similar deal and took it. However, the laboratory investigation found zero evidence that either Red Curse victim had been a drug user. Oh, there's more. There's certainly more. Ooh, story 2. Shortly before his death, Isaac Novak went to meet somebody at the something university. 45C Stockyard Street. And that 45C Stockyard Steelside Warehouse. Shortly before his death, Isaac went to meet someone at the Steelside Warehouse. A few days later, someone connected to the... I think that is going to be Elizabeth Novak into bribing Sebastian Walsh, who stopped the investigation into Isaac Novak's death. Someone connected to the blank. So who would that be? There's this note. It's got the little archer symbol. Have we seen that little archery symbol somewhere? I don't recognize it. Wait, this is part of this chapter. Does this have anything to do with it? I don't think so. A little archery. There's a little archery dog. Don't think these have anything to do with it. If anything, it's in here. Could be the International Knowledge Foundation, like, or Wisdom Interconnected, maybe. EN. I don't see anything about EN. That's the sort of Wisdom Interconnected thing. Don't see a little dog. Oh, they blocked out his eyes, look, so you couldn't see it. To the old FARP, Benny's Place Police Station. I mean, it's got to be Imperial University. No? Westbridge University? Oh, police station, because it was the inspector, maybe? No? Huh. So this was... what's this note? FARP warehouse, old warehouse, Benny's Place, Hunter Wolf. Because it's this note. You've seen his body. We shouldn't forget that the man whose inspiration of the world is just another junkie, like one of those homeless deadbeats. But don't worry, I won't tell anyone. But there are those who might. I suggest you talk to the commissioner. I'm very confident about that. Steelside Ware. I'm very confident about the Steelside Warehouse. Steelside Warehouse is 45C Stockyard. And here, he has a note in his pocket. No, it's in the house. Westbridge 1. 45C Stockyard. And that is... "45C Stockyard, Steelside Warehouse. Want to meet someone at the Steelside Warehouse. A few days later, someone connected to the... Oh, okay. Steelside Warehouse. I did kind of guess that, though. Oh, this is the guy who went crazy in the thing. I can take this gilded blast trinket for scrap metal. You can have 3 sous for it and call yourself lucky. It's missing the gem, though. The golden idol always had a red gem in there. Put it on the shelf. Collected dust for a very long time is the assumption here. Years and years and years. TV2, The Pursuit. What is this? Oh, we already saw that, yeah. I want to know how I know it's the Steelside Warehouse. Completely empty with evidence of recent cleaning. I don't know how I knew that was the Steelside Warehouse. New Wells Central. Oh, Hunter Wolf. Got it. There we go. Hunter, advice contacting Hunter Wolf, who's a workshop in Steelside Warehouse. Hunter Wolf. Got it. Number 2, The Pursuit. Several years earlier. Chapter 2. The Pursuit. In which a lost power is sought. Okay, I'm going to be right back 1 second. I need to grab a little snack or something. Hello. Garden Retreat, the Zen Center Rendezvous. I've got little, pull apart cinnamon roll bread things. Very good. That my partner made. the other day. Who are you? True, he always was a thief. But did it have to go that way? Before the new dawn, night must fall, I suppose. The woman is crying. Opig Inc. Opig. That's a lot of words. Burning a passport. Shovel, Zen garden. Oh boy, there's a lot of stuff going on here. Shoes, alarm panel, 7. Doors open. Windows open, that's broken. Delay the other 2 till September. Hi, it's your favorite ex-husband. You'll be pleased to hear I'm finally getting sober. As part of this process, I'd like to make amends with you. For starters, I've decided to return that Lankan artifact I took in the divorce. I'll ask in exchange as your forgiveness. If you're free on Friday, I could bring it then. Let me know. This is the chief auditor from Opig's finance department. I'm going through your foundation's recent payment history, and frankly, you seem to be robbing us blind. Unless you can explain yourself, you can expect a visit from me on Friday, when I'll have to confiscate your credit card and any assets you bought with it. Hey, it's me, your trusty colleague. Sorry I've been off radar. I've been keeping my head down at the Dragonfly Inn. I'll swing by on Friday with our new pointy-eared friend. Remember, I'm going to need Plan B rates for this one, not like the other 7. Now that we're parting ways, I'll also need that passport we discussed. And the passport is being burned. In 1974. It's a crescent moon. So the assumption is it's somewhere between the 6th and 13th. Don't know that. Pen skull. Some masks. What are these little dots? There's some out here too, look. In the puddle. She's got them on her hand. A spray can. Spray can of what? It's green. There's 2 glasses of wine here, so there are clearly 2 people. There's also a pair of shoes here. So somebody went in and then didn't come out. My assumption is this lady is burying them in the garden. HF. He always was a thief, but it did have to go that way. So must be talking about her ex-husband came to visit? Oh, that means it's Friday, right? Free on Friday. That means it's the 10th. that's not it. No. So this can't be right. Friday. I'll also need that passport. Burning the passport. It's Friday every time. To me, this has to be Friday. Or maybe it's the 17th. This must be full moon. Yeah. So we got to figure out where this place is. Strange artifacts. A towel? $10,000. Safe opened. Strange artifact. These are all the pieces that you need to like turn the idol back on. Is my assumption here. City Gazette. Eccentric historians Harmony Foundation receives millions for undisclosed project. So this is the Harmony Foundation. My assumption is this is all the ex-husband. So, ex-husband visited historian to return an artifact for forgiveness. During the meeting, ex-husband suddenly tried to rob historian? Could be kiss. But my guess is rob, because she's saying like he always was a thief. There's this like hairspray. So he was like sitting here and he like sprayed it at her or something. In response, historian sprayed ex-husband with hairspray. That's what that looks like to me. Because this is like a hairspray can. This one just happens to be green. And then pulled a rug. As a result, ex-husband fell and hit a rock. No? Not a rock. No, yeah, it looks like he fell and hit a rock. Yeah, it looks like this. So there's handprints on that rug. Yank. She's got it on her fingers. then fell. He always was a thief. I'd have to go that way before the dominoes fall, I suppose. Find Friday evening. It's another hint about Friday. Bad rug with their short-lived she pulled back from my kiss. So is that... I don't like that. But we'll try it. No. I don't see what's wrong with this. Oh, hey, Doof. How's it going? It's great. I'm enjoying it a lot. Let me show you a thing. I don't really remember how the first one worked, but we've done one chapter, and like you get like sort of three. There's 3 cases in that chapter, and then after each chapter, sometimes you get little extra things like notes and stuff. And then you have like these full story things that you need to fill in as well, that require clues from like all 3 scenarios that you've done, which feels very good to me. Have you done the DLC ones? Because the DLCs are also really good, and I love the whole interconnected story of all of them. Yeah, it's very good. This is the closest game that I've played that comes. The game that comes closest to scratching the Return of the Obra Dinn itch. So I would recommend checking that out if you haven't played Return of the Obra Dinn, but that's why I love this game, is because it's like that. Okay, well, so somebody came to visit, right? Delay the other 2 till September. Pretty sure this is the thing that's going on. This year I'm finally getting sober. As part of this process... Wait, I'm finally getting sober. There's 2 wine glasses up here. So maybe it wasn't him that visited? So it can't have been him that visited. Harmony Foundation resulted in someone's death. That's true. So who did visit? The chief auditor? Confiscate your credit card. Yeah, Obra Dinn is certainly the closest to scratching that itch for me. I love it so much. So the burning the passport is interesting to me. He always was a thief, but did he have to go that way? That's why I sort of assumed it was the husband, because they're talking about he always was a thief. This has strange artifacts, a bunch of money in it. The safe was opened. Yeah, nothing is exactly the same as Obra Dinn, but it's certainly very close in some ways. I do like that they tend to do stuff like this. You know, she pulled back from my kiss, so that you can get words like, you know, pulled and kiss from things that aren't completely relevant to the actual story. So they don't make it, so it makes it really not obvious. And you have to look at the little things that are going on to figure that out, because you can't just use the fact that, like, you know, that word is there. They'll give it to you, but you have to use it in some completely other context, which I find very interesting. Okay, so swing by on Friday with our new pointy-eared friend. Plan B rates. I'll also need that passport we discussed. So the fact that they're burning the passport makes me feel like it's got to be the trusty colleague. So maybe I had all this wrong. Colleague visited Historium to what was the with our new pointy-eared friend. Oh, the pointy-eared friend is the idol, maybe? Also need that passport. So it's not to return an artifact, to exchange an artifact for money, right? Because we have this like thing full of money. So during the meeting, colleague suddenly tried to rob Historian. There we go. So colleague, and then this is also going to be colleague because the rest of it should be correct. Boom. There, we just misinterpreted. We assumed ex-husband because she said thief. He always was a thief, and that's sort of what I interpreted. But two other people could have been thief. Or another person could have been thief, and then we noticed that, you know, he said as part of getting sober, and there were 2 glasses of wine put out, so it couldn't have been him. Solve this scenario. The historian's colleague brought her a strange statue, but then began transferring other artifacts from her safe to a suitcase. In her attempt to stop this, the historian killed her colleague. To cover up what she had done, she buried the body and burned the fake passport which she had provided for him, which we also saw. Excellent. Question. Given that you're watching, well, one, I wouldn't blame you if you were gonna like take off because you didn't want to spoil anything. But you could just be like half paying attention or whatever. But given that you're watching and still here, do you want like a rough rundown of sort of what we know so far? Or do you want to, because we did a previous chapter. Lazarus Hurst was the leader of the Puritanical Order Party. You should, this guy was in the first game, right? We had that Order Party thing in one of those scenes, which governed Albion from 1792 to 1795. Some claim he used a mystical artifact, see Golden Idol, to seize power. Nowadays, though, this is known to be a myth. No, it was not. Golden Idol. Okay, cool. The Golden Idol is a fictional artifact said to have derived from ancient Lemuria. Believers make contradictory claims about the idol's supposed function. One popular theory is that it granted eternal life. No one thinks this anymore. It could. However, modern historians agree, not this one, that the idol never existed, and scientists have shown that such functionality isn't possible. Okay. See you later. Lazarus Hurst. This is Lazarus Hurst, but it won't let me put that in yet. I don't think Lazarus Hurst is the colleague, but it could be. Probably not, because he could have eternal life from the idol. Maybe he's... Ooh, because in the previous chapter, we saw that... what was that? As we saw in the previous chapter that the guy that kind of went nuts, there was like some... How do I view the like videos? There's like little videos. This guy could be Lazarus Hurst, just much older and crazier. But I think he could be the colleague because he's probably old. How do we see the, like... Do I press this? I'm pretty sure there were little videos or whatever. Anyway, my guess is that the guy that had the idol, it was like on the shelf for years, and he was the one that was using it for like eternal life or whatever, and that's the guy that went crazy eventually. Okay, let's do the next one. Behind bars, an alarming incident at Sternwall Prison. Oh, there is more scenes, yes. Somebody trying to escape. Alright, where do we start? Let's start with the people talking. Not that one, you muppet. Start at the end of the hall. I want all these cells turned over methodically. A gun. Amicium Pile Club. Pin badge. Yes, sir, Mr. Kendall. Sorry, Mr. Smith told me to begin at number 28, but you're the boss. A handgun. Oh gosh. Dearest Julia, I'm enjoying my new job tremendously. It's so rewarding helping the men better themselves. In particular, I've been helping one inmate nurture his talent for abstract art. One of his early sculptures explored the very fabric of the universe using nothing but paper. Quite the virtuoso, eh? I like to think I played my part, as I was able to find everything he needed at my local craft shop. More recently, the same inmate explained to me his need to precisely prune one of his sculptures to capture the fragility of the human spirit. Oh, what a visionary. Once again, I managed to find just the tool he needed, this time in the prison storage room. Fortunately, my superiors do not seem to see that men like him are just misunderstood, especially our commanding officer, Patrick, who treats them and us terribly. I hope I never become like that. No matter how far up the ranks I eventually climb. Yours forever, Percy. So my guess is that this guy is Patrick. Miss Patrick Kendall? And that this guy is Percy? Does this man shout Smith? No, he just calls him a Muppet. Mr. Smith told me. Oh man, lots of stuff here. This is a map of the cells. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's saying that there's 3 cells that we can see, and then some stairs. Pakenham, Utley, Blank, Beswick, Blythe. No gambling, no tobacco, no cell decorations without officer's permission. Henry, it's absurd that the cell numbers run left to right in some hallways and right to left in others. When you install new signs above the doors, please pick a direction and stick to it. So we don't know what direction these cells are in. But this and this are combined to tell us that there are 5 cells. So basically either this is 26 or 30. Is the idea, I think. Okay. What do we have in here? Flowers for Inner Growth, donated by the Harmony Foundation. Cartoon Fun with Alfred Beasley. That's not a thing that's here. No. Awareness, End of Soul, Splitting Space. I can hear you, naughty, naughty. My dear friend, you may not have heard the sad news that our mutual hero, the artist Alfred Beasley, passed away on 2/8/1973. I hope the prison officers will allow you to hang this poster inside your cell. May we continue to find meaning in his drawings for many years to come. I know that you will grieve for Alfred as I, but as spiritual man, I believe the key to escaping our torment lies in remembering the date of our loved one's death and celebrating his life each passing year. Whatever comes from this, we must voice out our deepest feelings without fear or shame. Stephen Aria. Interesting. Right, like he 2/8/1973 to Worm Man. Seven. These look like they should be shapes. Worm Man. Blob Man. Caveman Fish. So that's going to be colors, right? So is it box flower? Book equals, or no, spine equals saw. Right, like there's a saw in the book spine or something. So this must be the artist. Abstract sculpture made of paper. So this is the artist guy. So that artist guy is either Pakenham or Blythe. So he's saying this is, so he's saying this is 28. So it's the third cell. So this must be Pakenham, Oodley, and that's 28. Because then there's two more. So it's going to be Pakenham. 2, 8, 19, 7, 8. And could be decoded as purple. So that's what? Inside flower? Book? Spine? That's very close. Key to escaping a torment lies in remembering the date of a loved one's death. 2/8/1973. 2/8/1973. Oh, 1973. I put the wrong number in there. Inside flower book, spine equals saw. So you got a saw from the flower book. Start with the one on the end. He told me to start with 28. So this is 28. So this is 26. Okay, let's look at some other things. Sheets. While working in the laundry room, I heard that Kempton is organizing another poker game. Buy in one full tobacco pouch. 2 do. Find out how he always wins, no matter what he's betting on. Could be useful as leverage. Over at Sainsbury, delivering something next door. Can he be bought too? Update. Surely it wasn't a hacksaw, was it? It sure has sounded like it the past few nights from what I've been able to hear over that blasted soap opera. Sainsbury delivering something next door? So that must be this guy. My guess is that he's Percy Sainsbury. Kempton. A barred window. A 6. Pouch of tobacco. Well, so this guy has a pouch of tobacco. That doesn't mean he's... Kempton is organizing poker game. Oh, he's delivering... No, maybe he was delivering something to this side. This is the artist, clearly. But he said... Blasted soap opera. So maybe it's from this side. Marked playing cards. Oh, that's how he's winning, because he's got marked playing cards. So that is Kempton. So I think that's got to be Kempton blank. That guy's just Kempton, I guess. 9 p.m. Love, Lust, and a Laundromat. It's a soap opera. Couldn't hear the sewing. Or the sawing over the sound of the... So I think that's Pakenham, who was in prison for, I don't know, from a... I mean, my guess is that's window. Yeah, see? The bars have been sawn off. He entered the yard via like a gutter and breached the fence using like shears he got from Percy Sainsbury. Yeah, we're gonna breach the fence using blank. Oh, Percy Sainsbury is here. Finally, he climbed over the wall by attaching sheets. Jeremy's got a honker. So this must be Jeremy. You look so familiar. Not so tough now, eh, Utley? You big girl's blouse. He looks so familiar, like from the first game. Try calling me that without a gun in your hands. Screw, see what happens. So this guy is Jeremy. And this guy's got to be Utley. Oops. This dog is named Clovis. Utley. So this guy is something Utley. What do we got in here? Pile. Oh, we got some names here. Daniel homicide, Arthur murder, Jimmy kidnap, Robert murder, Jackson racketeering. Clearly can't trust any of you two idiots to guard the whole block by yourselves after 9 p.m. from today, November 15th. You will all be working the graveyard shift every night. Get your bloody ears tested. How you didn't hear anything is beyond me. Tara for raffle ticket to a chance to win tickets. Mission Pile Club. So I guess I got to see who's like here, who's remaining. We'll figure that out eventually. The guy who escaped, I think, is in this one. That looks like sheets. Those are the bars. Are those sheets? Polka dot. Polka dot. Must be sheets. By attaching to the bars from his window, sheets. So I don't know who he got the sheets from, but we're getting somewhere. Clean cuts these. Just the pliers and some wire cutters should be enough to fix it. Even this tiny toolkit should have those. Visitor pass. Henry Wakefield. Maintenance contract work. So that guy is Henry Wakefield. Henry Wakefield. Wakefield. Okay, so we've used that. We've used Kendall. And I'm pretty sure that's Percy Sainsbury. Julia is his like partner. Don't know Jeremy's last name yet. Spool of wire, pair of pliers. Pliers and some wire cutters. But there's only a pair of pliers here. My assumption is that that's going to be there's the saw blade and the drain pipe. Using a saw blade he got from somebody, he entered the yard via a drain pipe and used that using wire cutters, is my assumption. It's this garden bike thing. And I'm so, like, I get totally lost in this. Like, I have not realized that, you know, what, 2 hours has gone by? Almost 2 hours? Like, I haven't been looking at, like, chat or anything. Like, I have not really been noticing. I'm just so, like, engrossed in this. Okay. So you have not escaped. How dare he not inform me of his plans? That idiot's dug his own grave. When I get out, I'll put him 6 feet under. He's got a double-headed coin. So you're not the guy who escaped. And you are Jason for racketeering with the big scar on his face. That guy's got to be Jason. Utley. So this is Utley, I think. Presumably the guy we don't know is the one who escaped here. Big Girl's Blouse. Looks like you've got a new nickname, eh, neighbor? So my assumption is that this guy is then here. Just one more year and that'll be me, free as a bird. The torment is nearly over. Trust that this will help you forget whatever you think you heard. As a small insurance, I have a small request. I need you to get me something from your work. We can discuss it during the next exercise hour. So I got sheets. So maybe I'm wrong about that. Because he wants laundry. So this is going to be Kempton. What, Kempton Beswick? Tournament's nearly over. So you get something from your work. We can discuss it during the next exercise hour. Sheets. Trust. Apparently I'm missing a spot. Blunt hacksaw blade. Okay. Jason. Daniel. This guy I think is Daniel. Oh, this guy must be like Jeremy Smith or whatever this guy said, Mr. Smith or something. Mr. Smith. So you've got to be Jeremy Smith. I mean, this guy has to be the one that... I'm so confused. This guy has to be the guy that is escaping, right? Oh, okay. Well, I just kind of guessed that, which is a bit weird. So I think this guy works in the laundry. So I guess I know.
Like you're switching the paper.
Oh. Kempton is organizing another poker game. Pretty sure this one is Kempton. Kempton is the last name? So maybe I have these backwards then. In that this guy must be Blythe. And then we have Beswick here. And then Kempton. Utley and Pakenham. So this is Utley. Yeah, okay. And this man is Pakenham. Okay, so this is something. And then we go in here. Should be able to see some names here. That is Daniel Homicide. Jason Kempton. This guy must be Robert then. So this is either Arthur or Jimmy. And I think we had a note on him, right? No. One more year and that'll be me, free as a bird. It's nearly over. So it's not Arthur. So it's got to be Jimmy, because Arthur's in there for life. We know this is... He must be the guy who escaped. No, this is Jason Kempton. Robert Pakenham. Daniel Utley. So this guy must be Jimmy. Boom. Which means our last guy is Arthur. Our last guy is Arthur Blythe. So Arthur Blythe, who is in prison for murder. I think. Or was it homicide? Did it say? Murder. There's no difference. Oh, homicide and murder are apparently different here. Okay. So he's in prison for murder. Got it. And then he had a note here from somebody. Stephen Aria. So he got from Stephen Aria. He entered the yard via a drain pipe and breached the fence using wire gutters he got from Percy Sainsbury. Finally, he climbed over the wall by touching sheets, which he got from the guy who works in the laundry. He has a note. And that is Jimmy Beswick. So if I go Jimmy Beswick, we should see complete. Yay! We did it. Everything is correct. Arthur Blythe received a hacksaw blade from someone outside the prison named Stephen Aria. He used the noise from fellow inmates' television to cover the sound of him sawing through his window bars at night when the guards were understaffed. Mimicium top league again. Mimicium won the Albion Pile Championship yesterday, beating Victrix in a thrilling 1-0 final. Full story inside. 11/16/1973. Police finding a murderer escaped Stonewall Prison yesterday. Arthur Blythe formerly worked at the Museum of Lemurian History for serving a life. Wait, Blythe is very familiar. I'm gonna Google that case. Like, not this current game, the previous one. Nope, I don't want to know about this one. I don't want to know about this one. I'm not looking at those. I don't know. I'm going to have to go look up the story of the previous game, I guess, because I don't want to spoil myself. And when I like search Blythe, I just get Arthur Blythe, which is this. So I want to find, because I recognize Blythe. I'm pretty sure there was a character in the first game named Blythe. Life sentence for fatally stabbing a colleague who caught him stealing artifacts, which he later sold at various locations. You're not Arthur Blythe. Neither. This guy could be Stephen Aria. You could be Stephen Aria. But I don't have a picture of Arthur Blythe. I don't know. I don't have much there. I'm gonna have to get a bunch of names here. Is this a fourth one? Do I have to do 4? Maybe I'll try to finish chapter 2 and then I'll stop for today. We'll see how long this takes. Man, I want to fill in some stuff, but I just don't know anything. Don't know enough. I don't know who this is. Like, these are all not right. Colleague, unknown murderer, caught him stealing artifacts. When was this? Yesterday. So this happened after, because this is November 16th. And this was on August 17th. That's 74. This is 73, so this happened first. Oh, so it could be Arthur Blythe. I mean, I have a guess that the colleague is also Arthur Blythe, but who escaped. But it could be the historian, Museum of Lemurian History. Historian's colleague. She's a historian. Could be her. I want to fill in more before we like move on, because I feel like it's going to be hard to go back and figure it out, but I don't really think I have enough info to do anything. So I think we're just going to have to move on. Blockbuster release, an immersive experience at the drive-in. What are with these outfits? God damn. Well, this car's on fire. Warning, do not remove the upper lid unless the fire switch is set to off. Okay, well the fire switch is set to on. Pair of wire cutters. Can of blue paint and reads caution, highly flammable. Why is the blue paint highly flammable? Screwdriver, cut piece of red wire, pair of wire cutters, a hammer, spool of green wire. The Neptune difference. We give our guests an escape from their mundane lives with their unique, true 3D technology. Enter a world of movie magic thanks to our one-of-a-kind Neptune crystal. The crystal is absolutely like the, golden idol crystal or whatever. Miss Cunningham's gonna fire me if I can't get this fixed. Well, you're not Cunningham. New projector troubleshooting guidelines. Check projector power supply. Confirm all internal parts are correctly mounted. If image too small, check lens. If image not showing, check light. If image distorted, check crystal. Pro screen recommends against stopping projector once film has started. A blue crystal. Shouldn't the crystal be red? Projector lens, a lamp. Yeah, it should be red. So the crystal is wrong. A lemons, A lemons, A lemons, A lemons. Has been checking stuff. Mo screen projector, Neptune light. So it looks like they replaced the green wire for the projector. Lock has been damaged and cannot close. A lemons. I wonder if you're A lemons. Well, we know that this is the Neptune. Oh, this isn't the Neptune Theater, is it? The Neptune difference. That's Neptune Crystal. That doesn't mean the theater is called that. It wasn't my fault. Someone pulled it off me from behind while I was trying to figure out what had been thrown in my back seat. Ticket stub. Told you he was irresponsible, but no one listens to old Beck Mason. So I bet she's Beck Mason. What the hell? It was just a dumb bet. You didn't have to go that far. The blank between Mike and Jenny tonight, we'll see blank blank is blank. Jenny, that doesn't count, you still lose. The what? Bet between Mike and Jenny? Tonight we'll see the didn't know that would happen. Who the hell wears something that dangerous? Besides, you said we wouldn't see it, but now we have. I win. Ticket stub. Miss Chen. Hope the costume fits and it got to you on time. So jealous you Miss Lendl get to see it at the Neptune. I'll have to stick to a boring normal cinema. I'm with Mr. Lendl on this one. No way Bert's going out like that. Tonight we will see Bert lose his mind. So Jenny and Mike, I guess. So her name is Jenny Chen. And this guy is Mike Beck, I think. No, Lendl. Mike Lendl. Bert. I guess he's Bert, maybe? So many names. It's Champ, actually. I'm starting to regret getting involved. You barely even covered the cost of my transom costume. Ticket stub, number 75, or $75. Champ? Move it, Chip. Fire is not a part of tonight's plan. Duffel bag containing a note detailing a plan. Ticket stub. So this guy is Champ? There's all kinds of new stuff in this. Like we get like dispute and equipment rather than just like events that are happening. I'm very pleased with this. Like, it adds so much compared to the last game where it was just like, what happened? Here we get like storyboards and like, oh, this is so good. I'm very happy. This is Champ something. Man, there's a lot of people. Mr. Vincent. Oh, this is the plan. So my guess is that this is Champ Vincent. Oh, we need to bring enough money. Get the staff out of the way with a distraction. Pack. I search people's bags, so I'll hide my spoils in plain sight. Bring. This is 75. Do we know anything about how much the tickets like cost? Doesn't say. Pretty sure this is the Neptune Theater though. Neptune Theater had been using a red crystal to enhance the projector. Something sent somebody to steal, take, but he was taken from the... There's a lot going on here. So he's got a similar hat, right? This is a do not remove the upper lid unless the fire switch is set to off. I hope you survive an actual for an actual screening. I heard a Transom and Marini arguing over what would happen to Bertrand in this one. No, I really want to see it. Transom and Marini arguing over what would happen. So what, you're a Transom and you're a Marini or something? What happened to Bertrand in this one? Tonight we will see Bertrand escape his cinema. The Neptune Cinema? My god, Laura, we can't get out. What do we do if that car explodes? So she must be Laura. The Neptune, normal cinema. Mr. Lendl. Ticket stub. You're just cover the costume. My Transom costume. So this guy's a Transom. This guy's a Transom. Transom. So this is a Transom and this is a Marini, I guess. If that matters for something. God, there's so much stuff happening. 3D Neptune Drive-In Theater. Space Storm. Porbo joins a fight against the evil captain. Costumes. Porbo. Transom. Marini, I think. Go back. Transom and a Marini. That's a Transom. That's a Marini. So I need to figure out what this is. Porbo joins the fight against the evil captain. Porbo Captain Blanc. So I just don't know what that costume is. Porbo, Transom. Yeah, I don't know what that is yet. I don't know if we'll get to it. Collectible figurine, ticket stub. The man is dazed and bleeding heavily. Car crash. Side of the car has been completely crumpled in the crash. Popcorn, the race, Pop-Matic. Banned for life. Augie Tamine is banned. In a car with like 2 wheels and 3 side headlights. None of those cars look like it. Something happened here. Sarah, who stole what? Are you there? Office, me, maintenance, Andy, Proj booth, sick, Andy to swap in. Office, me, maintenance, Andy. So maybe this is Andy then? This Cunningham's gonna fire me if I can get this fixed. So somebody Cunningham. Names, I guess, I'm pretty sure this is Andy. I still haven't, found the... No one leaves. A fresh coffee stain. So you must be Sarah? Ugh, sorry. Sarah, who stole what? Are you there? Costume competition. First place, free tickets for a month. Doug Baxter for his dangerously authentic Bertrand. Definitely better than Parker's. Second place, a popcorn bonanza. Annie Kishimoto. The costume really hooked me. Tom Powers, super scary, sharp teeth, Marini figurine. Thought I saw a better version of this character, but he didn't show up to the competition. Miss Cunningham, you're right. That weird lady called again. She can't seem to get through her head that she can't just buy anything she wants. She sent her goon to make an offer in person, but I saw him to the exit, just like you said. I told her never to come back and that no amount of money could buy what makes this place so special, but he didn't seem to listen. That is Transom, right? You barely even covered the costume. My Transom costume. Well, here's like the pirate. This costume really hooked me. So that's what, Annie Kishimoto? Beck Mason and Jenny Chen, I think, are the, Transoms? Or Marinis? And there was a thing here. Tom Powers. Dangerously authentic Bertrand. Definitely better than Parker's. So my guess is that this is Bertrand. Dangerously authentic Bertrand is definitely better than Parker's. So my guess is that this is Parker. Laura Parker. And he has to be Doug Baxter. Sharp Teeth. So that is Tom Powers. Tom Powers. So where am I getting these last names from? Let's try to get rid of the names. Tom Powers. Doug Baxter. Beck Mason. Mike Lendl. Jenny Chen. Champ Vincent. Annie Kishimoto already did. Laura Parker. Tom Powers already put down there. So that's the theater. Miss Cumming. Sort of where did Lemons, Augie, Sarah, Captain Andy. So these are the costumes though. Marini, Transom, Porbo, and Bertrand. So how do I get these names? Andy, Tamine, Cunningham, Lemons, Sarah, Augie. I'm gonna have to find some of these things. Miss Cunningham. Weird lady called again. Competition. Office me. Maintenance Andy. Proj booth. Sick. Andy to swap in. Blue. What's like the blue? Augie Tamine is banned for life. So that must be the weird lady. Sent her goon. Move it, Chip. Fire is not part of tonight's plan. My guess is that Augie Tamine then? The like banned for life lady? Which means we now have Sarah Lemons and Andy Cunningham, but I don't know where we get those names from. Miss Cunningham is the cut piece of red wire. So he cut the projector, or he fixed the projector wire because somebody here cut it. Looks like this person cut it. The lock is broken. Andy Lemons. That's it. So he's Andy Lemons. So I'm missing one name. Sarah Cunningham? Sarah Neptune? Sarah Captain. Fresh coffee stand and no one leaves. Me. Office me. And it's blue. Why is it blue? Sarah, who stole what? Are you there? Miss Cunningham, you were right. The weird lady called again. It can't be Sarah Cunningham. Okay, it is. I guess she's the owner. That's weird. So maybe somebody left her a note. Okay, we got the costumes and we got the names. So now if we look at this. Disguise my identity. Need a costume. Get in and out of the drive-in. Bring enough money. Get staff out of the way with a distraction. Pack wire cutters. Let me search people's bags, so I'll hide my spoils in plain sight. Bring paint? Because we saw the paint in the back seat. Right? Wire cutters, getting the wire cutters out of the can of paint, I guess. Dispute. The bet between Mike and Jenny. Tonight we'll see Bertrand fix his projector. Lose his head. Oh. Yeah, that makes sense to me. Because, like, dangerously authentic, this hat, you know, can pop or be on fire or whatever. And then he's a Bertrand costume. Lost his head. That doesn't count. So we just need to figure out the events now. Okay, so we're pretty sure that it's Sarah Cunningham is the owner. The Neptune Theater had been using a red crystal Cunningham's projector. A weird lady sent who is banned? Weird lady called again. I sent her goon to make an offer, and she sent her goon to make an offer in person. Banned for life. It's like a black car with blue windows. Sent her goon to make an offer in person. So this is Augie Tamian is disguised. So Champ Vincent must be the goon? Because he's with her? Champ Vincent to buy it. But he was banned from the cinema? Augie Tamian arrived in costume and stole the crystal. Disguising it as a tooth. Is that right? Yeah, because they're blue. Yeah, it's there. So they distracted it by like cutting the wire. He went to go fix it. Went up there, painted the crystal blue. Or put like a fake crystal in there or whatever. Stole the real one and painted it blue. Oh, they went in separate cars, I guess. So she must have gone in this car with the blue paint. The blue paint spilled and accidentally caught on fire when his... Oh, no, threw the paint in his back seat and then pulled the hat off and it popped and caught on fire. Okay, so this is... Oh, we're so close. Because it is red. She's got to paint, so she painted it blue to get it out. So why is this blue? I mean, it's probably not a blue crystal, right? Yeah, so it's definitely red crystal. To enhance the projector. Stole the projector, no crystal. Was it Champ Vincent that went? No. Definitely Augie Taming. Stole, buy, block, win, lose, fix, started, cut, escape, taken, and taken the crystal. No, so that's gotta be true. Sarah Cunningham, the owner of the Neptune Cinema. Yeah, that's gotta be right. And Sarah Cunningham has to be the owner. I'm very sure of that. Had been using a red crystal to enhance the projector. Or does it enhance the cinema? No. Enhance the projector. A weird lady sent Champ Vincent to buy it, but he was banned from the cinema. Maybe it's not buy. The projector is doing weird things. Image distorted, check crystal. So that's implying that the crystal is wrong. Yeah, it's definitely not too small. Projector power supply. Yeah, so they went to check the projector power supply first. And to fix it. Mr. Vincent. Sent her goon. The weird lady called again. So this was somebody who's not Sarah Cunningham. Me. So this just must be her putting it up. Me. Maintenance Andy, project boost 6, swap in. Spilled coffee. Thought us a better version of this character, but he didn't show up to the competition. Send her gonna make an offer in person. Yeah, so it's gotta be buy it. But he was banned from the cinema. Oh, I see. I just misunderstood something. Oh, for some reason I interpreted Augie as a female name, and I was misregistering Augie as the weird lady when they're definitely a different person. Augie is the goon, right? This is the person that was banned for life. Yeah, okay, that was my bad. In order to pulled the head off. So in order to escape, or wait, is there start? In order to start a fire? No. In order to win, block, fix, started, broke, taken. Well, first, let me see. So it's who's the person who exploded? Doug Baxter. Pulled the head off Doug Baxter's costume. My guess is that Augie Taming pulled the head off Dogbaster's costume. This started a fire, so patrons tried to escape. Oh no, this is not true. In order to win a bet. Wait, where is that? Where's bet? There it is. In order to win a bet. Because I think it's this lady that did it, right? Told you he was irresponsible. What the hell? It was just a dumb bet. You didn't have to go that far. Didn't know that would happen. Yeah, so it's her. That's Beck Mason. No, it's Jenny Chen. So in order to win a bet, Jenny Chen pulled the head off of Doug Baxter's costume and started a fire, so he tried to escape. Hearing the commotion, Sarah Cunningham looked out, saw the screen, and realized somebody must have taken the crystal. She then caused a car crash while attempting to block the exit. Got it. The only weird bit was like me mistaking Augie for like a female's name, which is my fault. I should have like just thought about that more. Everything else made sense. After being banned from the Neptune cinema, Augie Tammy needed a way to steal the crystal his employer wanted. Disguised in a costume, he paid a local to drive him in. Augie cut the power to the projection booth as a distraction and swapped the crystal for one of the teeth from his costume to conceal it in case he was searched. However, an unsuspected fire caused chaos, disrupting his easy escape. What makes you think you'll succeed when no one else has? Unlike those who've tried before, I understand that the idol is more than the sum of its parts. To reassemble it successfully, one first needs a deep understanding of the universe. I see. How do you know we're not just another fraud hoping to cash in on the next cheap knockoff? Feel my energy. Be present with it for a moment, and I invite everyone at home to do likewise. You see? Now you know. Okay then, I suppose the listeners can make of that what they will. Okay, well I still don't know what Augie looks like. But no, weird lady. Augie Teaming stole crystal, escaped prison. I don't know who any of these people are. That's Vincent Chen. He could be the colleague. Historian. Oh, maybe the historian. Oh, she could be Augie Taming, trying to steal it. Or no, Augie Taming's a guy. Duh. Réal Toussaint. Man, I feel like we've gotten nowhere with this. Prison escape. I've got so there's gonna be some amount of parts. Work together to reassemble all blank parts. That's something that we seem to know. Some of his parts. Deep understanding of the universe. You need lots of parts for that. Lazarus Hurst. Arthur Blythe. So why Arthur Blythe was in for murder? What did he murder? We don't really know. I mean, I guess we know that this is Arthur Blythe. Prison escape because he knew the locations of the parts? Or the function of the golden idol, maybe? Wanted to reassemble the mythical golden idol. Lazarus Hearst from its, well, it could be owner, so it could be Steele. And that's what, probably whoever the weird lady is that we don't really know. Oh, so I guess it's Stephen Aria arranged Arthur Blythe's prison escape because he knew the locations of the parts. I mean, I guess we're getting somewhere, I think. Let's do this last one. Then I'll have to put it all together at the end. Going once. A shocking murder at the auction house. God, this game is so good. I want to play it forever. You look familiar. Nope, it again. Robbie was right. Why did I even come? You're, the guy from the other things. Oh, this is what? So later? You look like the historian. Get on with it. The next lot's the one that matters. Bidding on the mask? That's from the first game. Seven Seas Auction, hosted by Niels Wilmington. Meaning, this man sold to the movie star, wooden gavel, and a ring of keys. So that's got to be Niels Wilmington. Cane, a wooden cane. The poor professor just isn't cut out for this. Should have listened to me. So that's a professor, I think. And he said, oh, bid again, Robbie was right. Why did it even come? So that man must be Robbie. Notes for Robbie Froberg's first day. Serve with a smile. Please refrain from selling any drinks to Mr. Bogart while he's on the job. Robbie Froberg. So you've got to be Robbie Froberg. Classic Martini, 20. Gin and vermouth, garnished with an olive. Harley's Ghost, ale, seltzer, grenadine, and a slice of lime. 7 Seas Special, rum, butterscotch, and vanilla, served in a copper mug. Death in the Evening, absinthe and champagne. So those are the drinks. I bet we need to see that later, like who had what drink or something. Get on with it, the next lot's the one that matters. 18,000. Do we have a list of lots somewhere? This will look stunning in my entryway, and for a steal of a price. 26,000. So you must be the movie star? Museum doesn't need an Albion relic anyway, but perhaps I'll bid on the Adrian lot? A checkbook. Disgusting mask. I failed to rescue Lot 1, but Lot 4 will return with me to the motherland. Albion? So she must be Albion? Ticket number, destination Lemuria. Flight 8/13/1974. August 13th. So that's a flight at 11. So she's a lot after. So she's a flight after this to Lemuria. So she's trying to get things back for Lemuria. Start of auction, cocktails and collections. Sold lots to retrieve the property manager the following times. Failed to rescue lot 1. So lot 1 is at 825. Lot 2 is to get to the next lot, which is the one that matters. Okay. Up here we've got our stuff. Circuit box. I wonder if I can get Miss Knightley's autograph. Ring of Keys. So my guess is that you are Bogart. And the celebrity is her. Don't receive, like, give drinks to Bogart when he's on duty. Sold. Sold. So this must be lot 3. The next one's the exciting one. And there's a mask. So this must be lot 3. This mask. And she wants lot 4, so that both of them want this one. Okay. Later. Oh man, something weird is going on. Drinks or whatever. Drinks are missing. Dr. Toussaint had 1 death in the Eve. Miss De Silvia had a Martin. Miss Navarre had 3 SSSs. Now's not the time, Mumonti. We all need to leave immediately. What about my statue? Stop pushing me. It's only a power outage. So this person had a martini. Miss De Silva had a martini. So either you or you. $19,980. $20,000. $26,000. This person has a checkbook. They don't have cash. He's at $18,000. So this person that happened later has $19,980. So they can't be the person that did $18,000. And they also can't be the person with the checkbook. So it's got to be this lady who had the martini. Seven Sea Special is the copper mug. So this lady with the martini has got to be this person, who is Mumati, and Mumati De Silva. And Miss Navari, so that's got to be you, or it could be you. So what did you have 17,910. So you could be a lot of people. It's the plane ticket. Copper mugs. Copper mugs. Your lights are finicky, nothing to worry about. Are you gonna buy me another drink, Tessa? To biggest fan Erwin, stay sharp, summer. Okay, so to me that implies Miss Navari. But are you gonna buy me another drink, Tessa? Okay, so Tessa Navari bought 3 drinks for this guy, but he got the autograph, Erwin. So my guess is that this is Erwin Bogart, because he was the biggest fan of Summer Knightley, the celebrity. So either this person or this person is Tessa Navari. Oh, the lights went out. Who's touching me? 3,000. That's not a lot. So that has to be Dr. Toussaint. Oriole, please come down. This person had a checkbook. So you are not... Well, you could have bought drinks for people, I guess. Oh, fuck. What are you do? Ugh, 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 ugh. Bought a so now we know what. So ring of keys. It's 2 keys. You had 3 keys. You had 2 keys. So the person up here is that guy. Ooh, we're gonna have to go through and figure out all the buyers. That's so exciting. I'm very pleased with that. Out of my way. You have 3 keys. It's time for plan B. I'll distract Bogart. You grab his keys. I'll distract Bogart. So somebody's handing... Okay, we're... An esoteric totem. 6,500 thalers. Oriella Winston. So this is now Oriella Winston. She was the one with the checkbook. So Auriel Navari. Or Auriel Toussaint. I think that's his name, because we... At the time moment he... What is it? Auriel, please calm down. Nobody move, you'll step on my new Lincoln centerpiece. Who's touching me? Auriel, please calm down. But also I'm pretty sure he's the guy from like that first insane asylum thing. So that does mean that this person has to be Tessa. So that's got to be Tessa. Auriella Winston is down here. Auriel Toussaint. So it's got to be Tessa Navari. Yeah. Okay. So we got the names. Which does mean now that we know that this is Tessa Navari. Oh, we won't get that till after, I guess. Okay. We're just gonna have to figure stuff out. Auriel, please calm down. So a seal and a checkbook. So we know the person that bought the seal is this person. Auriella Winston. I don't know if this is the right order. But I'm gonna put that in there. I think that might be lot 1. Because then it's like lot 4 is coming home with me. Lot 4 is the exciting one. So I'm pretty sure this lot 1 is the seal by Auriella Winston. Sold. Yeah, that's already happened. Sold. But perhaps I'll bid on the Adrian lot. Failed to rescue lot 1. Motherland. Lemuria. So my guess is that this is from Lemuria. I'm missing something. I haven't clicked on something. What haven't I clicked on? This says I've missed a spot. Lot 1 by bidder A4 for 6,500. 6,500. So she's A4, whatever that means. Lot 2 bought by bidder S3 for 2,000. So bidder S3 lost 7,000 total bidding on things. So we've only, so they haven't paid for those other things. So the only ones that have gone through are 1, 2, and 3 right now. So who's lost 7,000? Oh, but we're also gonna have to keep track of buying drinks, right? Oh man, because those cost money, yeah. Oof. 18,000. Yeah, he just doesn't have enough money to do anything, so I don't think he bought anything. So she had 18,000. You had 26,000. Oh, we know you bought the third one, right? So we know that Summer Knightley bought lot 3, which was like the mask. And you say an Albion relic anyway. So that's from Albion. Okay, so we got that much. You have 20,000. 26,000. But whoever bought this, we can check that. So S3 was bought by, yeah, so she also bought the second one for 2,000. So if we're right, $17,910. Statue, Ring of Keys. Okay, well, let's see. Did she buy any drinks? Summer Knightley did not buy any drinks. Meaning she should be missing precisely $7,000. That was Dr. Toussaint. I think. Death in the Evening, Absinthe and Champagne, that's that. And that is... No, Tessa Navari. Dr. Toussaint bought the drink. So that's him. It says, Oriole, please come down. Okay, so it's not them. Oh, there it is. Oh, there's like somebody behind. Nobody move, you'll step on my Lankan centerpiece. 19,000. They haven't purchased anything yet. 18,000. 26,000. 20,000. So only spent 1,000. Still a bit lost. Cool. I know that whoever bought 2 should have. This is the same as 3. So if I'm pretty sure that it was Summer Knightley who bought 3, Summer Knightley also would have had to buy 2. Which was this like weird bird. Creature. Where did I see creature? There had to have been a creature thing somewhere. Oh, there it is. A creature unknown to science. So it was a creature. So she bought. So she should have 19,000 precisely. That's you. Nobody move. You'll step on my new Lankan centerpiece. And that's Albion. So that means this must be Lanka. Yeah. So those are those. Okay. So what else do we have? Bidder M5 bought 19,000. Oh, and the whoever bought the first one also bought the last one. So Ariella Winston, I think, also bought the last one. Not Wilmington, Winston. Which was a... What is that? It's a totem. So she hasn't come to pick it up yet, which is why there isn't a second check in there. So we still don't know what kind of totem it is, though. I don't think. There's something that I saw that was like the 5th one. Lot 5, 8:55 p.m. So it'll also be true with the property manager at the following times, right? Oh, so this will be able to know what time it was when he went up there and like something happened because he was retrieving a particular lot. Because these have already happened. Why did I even come? Next lot is what matters. So I don't think she bought it because it was bought for 19,000. And we've already seen up to these were delivered. These were not. It looks like it was like stolen or something. Not paid for. Yet. But it was paid for yes, they haven't been delivered yet, but it would have been bought for somebody for 19,000. So it had to be somebody that at least had 19,000. Right? You only had 18,000. You only had 3,000. You had 26,000, but by the time we got to the that bid, you would have had less because you would have had 19,000. But it was also not you; it was a different person. I don't think it was you. So you had 19,000. So my guess is that it has to be you. Which is Masumi De Silva. And it would return to the motherland, which is Lemuria. I failed to rescue Lot 1, but Lot 4 will return me with me to the motherland. So I guess that's Lemuria. And it's the statue, I think. If we go back here and look here. I don't see where we see the statue. Museum doesn't need an Albion, but perhaps I'll bid on the Adrian lot. And she also won that. So that must be Adrian? Yeah, there we go. Okay, so we got all the lots. That felt cool. I like that. That was very satisfying. Okay. There's so much stuff here. So many blanks, it's hard to like parse. So let's pushed Niels Wilmington, because I'm pretty sure He's only got 2 keys, though. Didn't he have 3 keys? Oh, no, he has two keys. So that's Niels Wilmington. Somebody pushed Niels Wilmington into a circuit box with a blank. Wooden cane. As you can see it there. With a cane. Somebody. Out of my way. They've got the statue. It's time for plan B. I'll distract Bogart. You grab his keys. So I guess we need to know who is down here. Bogart is down here. And Tessa is down here because it's buying drinks. So it's not Oriel, it's not Tessa. It's not Summer because she's here. What about my statue? That's Mumati. Stop pushing me. It's only a power outage. Now Mumati. 17,910. So somebody spent 90. Oh god, I need to write this down. It's not Oriel, it's not Tessa. Obviously it's not Niels. It's not. So it could be Robbie Froberg. Because where is he? And it's his first day. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Well, it's got to be him. Because where is he? He's not down here. So, because he's not down here anywhere. Has money. Is the security guard. Has money. But why does he only have 3,000? Why does he only have Who's touching me? Oriel, please come down. Nobody move, you'll step on my new Lincoln centerpiece. So whoever won lot 2 is down here. Which is Summer Knightley. Oh, so that's Summer Knightley. But what? So I'm confused. 3,090. Dr. Toussaint bought Death in Eve. Which is 10. 3,100. Oh, that makes sense. So 3,090. Yeah. For some reason I thought he had more. Okay, so let's work out sort of left to right who these people are so that we can figure out who's. So well, it's got to be him. He's the only one that's not here. God, there's so many. So who won that lot? The statue. Mumati de Silvia. $20. Is a martini 20? Yeah. Okay. So it was outbid by Mumati de Silva for the statue from Lemuria, and so decided to steal it instead. So who decided to steal it instead? I think it's Tessa Navari. because up here there's like a note. Time for plan B. I'll distract Bogart. You grab his keys. And Bogart is like, nothing to worry about. Are you going to buy me another drink, Tessa? Get on with it. The next lot's the one that matters. And Tessa's like back here. Oh, up here. 17,900. Bought 3 drinks. Yeah. So she should have 18,000. $17,910. That's 90, yeah. So Tessa is down here. Now is not the time. We all need to leave. I bought the statue. Okay, so I outbid my money to Sylvia for the statue from Lemuria, so I decided to steal it instead. So Tessa Navari distracted Erwin Bogart while Robbie Froberg stole their keys. So what is it? Niels Wilmington discovered Robbie Froberg stealing the statue upstairs, and a fight ensued. Robbie Froberg pushed Niels Wilmington into a circuit box with a cane, causing instant death. Boom. Tessa Navari hoped to buy the Lemurian statue at auction, but had a backup plan in case the price climbed too high. While ordering drinks at the bar, she slipped her accomplice a note. The pair got to work. However, the accomplice was caught stealing the statue. He electrocuted the witness while protecting himself from the current with a wooden cane. Turns out we won't be needing you after all, Mr. Froberg. Sorry for the short notice. Not to worry, if anything else opens up, you know how to reach me, and please call me Robbie. Aha. So escaped prison is actually this guy, who's Arthur Blythe. This is Tessa Navari. Because, well, that's my assumption anyway. I wonder if Weird Lady is the, like... That's clearly the same person. Oh man, there's so much to this. There's so much to this. I don't know how to even approach it. Augmentin tablets. That's interesting. This is the guy who clearly escaped from prison. Augmentin tablets. That's very funny. Are they all the same person? Did he, like, also disguise himself to steal the crystal? Oh, Stephen Aria is an anagram of Tessa Navari. I think he's Augie Tammy. I think it's these two doing everything. Yeah, nailed it. That's great. Arthur Blythe and Augie Taming. It's a name that he found from like the sleeping pill things or whatever. That's great. Okay. Still got a lot of stuff going on here. Murder escaped. Arthur Blythe previously worked at the Museum of Marine History, receiving a life sentence for fatally stabbing a colleague who caught him stealing artifacts that she later sold at various locations. I wonder if Lazarus Hearst... Is Lazarus Hearst Arthur Blythe? Knows? Probably not. Looks kind of similar, but probably not. Stephen Arya. Well, it could be Tessa Navari. Arranged Arthur Blythe's prison escape keys and knew the locations of the parts. So what? Tessa Navarro wanted to steal the mythical golden knight of Lazarus Hearst from its owner, or what? Buy? So then Tessa Navari and Arthur Blythe work together to reassemble all... I don't know how many parts there are. Because there's the statue and there's the crystal. Oh, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So they're just missing the thing. So there's 8 parts. For the final one, Arthur Blythe. The final one, Arthur Blythe resorted to murder. In the end, Arthur Blythe tried to steal the golden idol from Tessa Navari, which resulted in Arthur Blythe's death. Something's wrong here. Steal? Okay, something's wrong. Granted eternal life. No one thinks this anymore. Not this one. Modern historians, and not this one. So she wanted to steal it. Ancient Lemuria. Later sold at various locations. What's wrong with this? Like, Tessa Navari. I wonder if it wants me to use the name like Stephen Arya or something. Probably not. Tessa Navari wanted to steal the mythical golden idol of Lazarus Hearst from its owner. Bury. Buy. Reassemble the mythical golden idol. Oh, that's probably what it is. Reassemble the mythical golden idol of Lazarus Hearst from its parts. 2 or fewer incorrect. But if I change like these, they're gonna be wrong, right? Yeah. But changing that is also wrong. So maybe it's not Vincent Hurst. Oh, why do I have Vincent Hurst? There's Lazarus Hurst. Tessa Navari. Stephen. I think this would also be correct. Like if I put Stephen Arya. No. That's weird. So, but if I put Stephen Navari. The function? No, that's still wrong. So the final of the auction, Arthur Blythe resorted to murder. Maybe it means Tessa. Maybe they want Tessa Navari. Nope. We're so close to this. This is the last thing that happened. Right? And he called... keeping the head down, Dragonfly will swing by on Friday with her new pointy-eared friend. So he has the idol. Gonna need plan B rates for this one, not like the other 7. So 8 parts. Now we're parting ways. I'll also need that passport, as discussed. Exchange artifacts. Bunch of money. 8 parts. He says other 7. It's a colleague. He always was a thief. Credit card. What is wrong with this? I don't want to resort to a hint. I want to know what I could be missing. Lazarus Hurst. I don't understand why I can put in like any name and it says that it's 2 or fewer incorrect. So you knew the locations of the parts. You knew the function of the parts. Two or fewer incorrect. I don't know what I could possibly... In the end, he tried to steal the golden idol from her. Right? Colleague uses a historian to exchange an artifact for money. During the meeting, suddenly tried to rob mentioned you tried to steal the parts. Oh, he just... Okay, that's not the only thing that mattered, is I had to change parts. Because the idol hadn't been reassembled, I guess? Wow. And Arthur Blythe tried to steal the parts. Oh, right, because I should have thought of that. Because he was trying to take the parts out of the like the safe. Like, he opened it and started putting more in there. That was part of that scenario. Result. Behold, our time has come. What are you weirdos up to? Three, the machine. God, I'm so excited to do more of this. But I should not. Transferring the other artifacts from her safe into a suitcase, so he's stealing all the parts. The story continues in Chapter 3, The Machine, in which an extrakinetic investigation yields terrifying results. Okay, I want to start this so bad, but I'm not going to. I need to make sure I go get other things accomplished today. So I'm going to go take care of that stuff. Thanks very much for hanging out. Hope you enjoyed it. I had a great time. I am really, really, really looking forward to doing more of this because I love this game so much. Hierarchy? What's this? Oh, that must be for the scenario. I'm very excited. I hope you guys are enjoying it, and feel free to tune in next time, which will probably be Saturday. I don't see a reason why not, and I really want to keep playing this, so we'll do our best to come back and do more. So thanks very much for hanging out. Till then, I'm in Sigmittens, and we'll see you next time.